Here's some out of this world news. NASA and the European Space Agency released this photo of the death of a star roughly 5,000 light years away. The Hubble telescope captured the dazzling image of the Calabash Nebula. The dying star blows out its outer layers during the final death stages. The process leaves clouds of dust and gas called a planetary nebula. It's also known as the Rotten Egg Nebula, because it smells, like rotten eggs from a high amount of sulfur. So, can't smell it from here, though. Astronomers rarely get to see this kind of process because of how quickly it occurs. And you got to see it there. It's a great day already here. But we do have some hot temperatures across the valley expected. Temperatures back in the 90s tomorrow again across the valley. Looking for temperatures to maybe set some records. We set a record in McAllen this afternoon. You see 90s tomorrow. By Thursday, a weak cold front in the area could bring down temperatures a bit. Looking for temperatures back down mainly in about the low 80s or so for highs on Thursday. And then by the time we get to the weekend, temperatures going back up. I imagine temperatures could hit 90 again, maybe by either Saturday or Sunday in some areas. But then a stronger cold front finally gets here for next week. Right now in the 90s from about McAllen to the west, 92 in McAllen, 94 in Rio Grande City, 80s over most of the lower valley, 85 in Port Isabel and 84 in Brownsville. And temperatures are warm. There's not a lot of wind either, and the humidity's up in most areas. It's a little lower in Starr County and western Hidalgo County, but most of the valley dew points in the upper 60s and near 70, and kind of a little sticky out there this afternoon. Now you don't see too many clouds. A few high clouds blowing through, but just mainly a lot of sunshine, making things very warm today. And that could be the case again tomorrow. In between, we might have some low clouds and fog in spots late tonight. Future track this evening shows mostly clear skies initially, but then some of the lower clouds trying to come back in overnight, first in the lower valley and then trying to spread westward. And there may be some fog late tonight and tomorrow morning in a few spots, so don't be surprised to wake up to some low clouds and fog near sunrise, but they should quickly dissipate with a sunshine-filled day and temperatures going up again as a result. So we should be very warm tomorrow, at least in the upper 80s in most areas, except for right at the coast, but a lot of places reaching the low 90s tomorrow, which could be close to some record highs again. Cold front, a very weak one, arrives early Thursday morning, and not a big change with this. I mean, temperatures won't be near records anymore, but they'll still be pretty warm, probably around 80 or so by afternoon. So a little cooler with some sun, maybe some clouds at times. It's possible the clouds may break up and then try to fill back in late in the day or by Thursday night. So Future Track is keeping it pretty sunny this go around, but you see the clouds could flood back in here overnight Thursday and Friday, maybe a fairly cloudy day. There's a small chance for a sprinkle or two, but Friday may be a day when the clouds hang on most of the day, maybe thin out a little more in the afternoon, but temperatures still not too cold. In fact, if you look at temperatures on Future Track, we'll start tomorrow afternoon at noon, already in the 80s, and then temperatures by later in the afternoon reaching the low 90s. It shows 90s all the way eastward to about Harlingen tomorrow. And then by tomorrow night, we cool into the upper 60s and lower 70s. And then with the cold front going through on Thursday, you see we start off in the 60s and maybe kind of hang in about the 75 to 80 range most of the afternoon. So again, a little cooler on Thursday and a little less humid, but not a big cool down for this time of year. Tomorrow's an interesting day. It's apparently National Kite Day. There's a day for everything. And if you want to go fly a kite, a couple of things going on near the campuses in Brownsville and in Edinburgh, UTRGV, a few spots you can see mentioned there. But with a kite, though, you need wind. You know it's windy here like 364 days out of the year. And tomorrow may be the day when it's not very windy. So cross your fingers for Kite Day. Put the winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. The computer models are showing like about 4. So it may be not very windy tomorrow, but, again, keep your fingers crossed with sunshine, a hot afternoon, up around 90 degrees in many areas, maybe a little cooler near Brownsville, but we'll hope for the best with the wind. Tomorrow, or later tonight, down to about 67 degrees, clear in the evening, but clouds and fog late tonight. And then tomorrow, you see highs back up to about 92. The winds may go from south to west later in the day, and any clouds or fog will quickly dissipate in the morning with sunshine and a somewhat hot afternoon for early February. And your first 1-5-70 forecast, highs near 92 tomorrow, dropping to about 81 on Thursday, 83 on Friday. And we could see the clouds thicken more on Friday and tiny chances of a sprinkle on Thursday and Friday if the clouds are around, but don't count on much. The weekend could warm up again in the 80s at least, but some places may reach the low 90s, especially on Sunday. That's ahead of another cold front, which this next cold front does have, at least forecast, have more of a punch to it. We could see a good bit of clouds and a good chance for showers by Monday and Tuesday, at least a 60% chance for showers, and that could really drag down temperatures with highs mostly in the 60s for a couple of days early next week. So we'll keep tracking the hot weather and eventually some cooler weather in your first 4 and 5 forecast. Carrie?